From the great halls of their house, there are assembled three who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher, and their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher, and our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Scripchuk. Their mission: to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team.
Welcome to the Garage Heroes in Training podcast. I'm going to be the host of this episode. It's all ladies. I'm in trouble. I might as well just go sleep in a tub right now. Who else is hosting?
I'm Vicki.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Audra.
Oh boy.
Hey, Audra.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies.
Yes.
They're due to popular demand, people want to know what's going on, and since you guys have something going on,
we got stuff going on.
I figured we'd go over what's going on. So what's going on?
What's going on? Well, August was a month where everything broke.
Yes.
Everything was breaking. Much.
Only the cars.
Yeah. Everything was breaking. We did luck out. We did have some massive flooding in our area. And luckily for us, our cars were not involved with that. Because sometimes they do. No, we've already been over the one with Liam. That was last month's flooding.
Oh, sorry.
We had another flooding just a couple days ago where it was worse than the last flooding going through town. And normally we have a little shop that we take our stuff to, Coast, and down in town. And they kind of are like my backup garage. So
well, they do a bunch of stuff for us, and sometimes it's overflow, and
most
sometimes
of our
it's
tires.
Stuff we don't do. So, like, we don't mount tires.
Right. We don't mount tires. They do our tire stuff for us. And again, if we have some spillover and we're under some time constraints, they'll do some of my backup work for that. And we're kind of in that right now, not because so much of the time factor. It's just that everything was breaking at one time. And I actually have a broken lift, which you guys already know. And I have a car that's been in there that I could move myself, but I will not be able to move it back into my garage once I move it out. So right now, the garage is kind of a little bit of a standstill at the moment. So I have them taking two of the cars to do some light repairs on. But today, I fixed by myself. I have fixed my lift, and I am so proud. I actually pressed my bearing into the sheave. I managed to get the sheave on. It was a lot of muscle work. I had to be like 12 feet in the air and up and down the ladders. I re-threaded, or I re-cabled, run the cables through the lift. It ran perfectly, although the bearing is quite tight on the axle piece up there. So I'm hoping that once it takes a load, that'll start to kind of get in there and start to loosen up a little bit.
The lift is probably due for service. We should still have them come out.
No, he's going to come out. I want him to do an inspection. And it was a good thing I did go up there, because not only was the bolt that held that wheel on, that runs the cables, that holds the cables in place and rolls with the cables, the other side was loose. So I got in there and I tightened that up also. So the whole guys out there, listen, if you have a garage lift, you should be actually inspecting these things yourself and doing a nut bolt. We nut bolt our cars. You should be nut bolting your lift at least once a year, because things happen and things can work loose. So it might be just a good idea to get up there and check all that. So anyway, that's where we are right now. We have a BMW that I'm throwing my hands up in the air with right now, because I'm tired of fussing with it. So I'm sending it over to a friend of ours named Hugh, and we're sending it over to Connecticut, and we're going to have him fix whatever's going on with our drive shaft, because there's no reason why drive shaft should be split in half. But I don't want to mess with this anymore. I personally think it's out of my skill set the way it's built. So he's going to take it, and that just means the only thing left is to work on the Civic, which is just basically needs to be cleaned up. And
Not correct.
well, we do have some dents and stuff on. I'm not so much worried about the dents at the moment. But what I
a tail light, a windshield wiper motor.
the windshield wiper motor is not there.
I know. That's what I mean. It needs to
No.
be fixed.
No, the windshield wiper is on the BMW. There's an issue with the one that's on the Civic too?
Yeah, it's been there. Been an
Okay.
issue since pits race.
Okay, so we'll get that straightened out. So that has to come in. And what's the other one? And then getting ready for the rally, which means I have to wrap a car for our theme.
If only you had some help wrapping.
Yeah, Jennifer might be coming up. Are you coming?
I am.
Yay. So we're gonna be wrapping, partial wrapping. Yep.
Mhm.
Two white girls rapping. Should be fun.
That's right. That's right. Yes, we don't have a ton of wrap. The wrap was pretty expensive for just like a one-time rally thing, because Jennifer's already it's Jennifer's car right now that we're doing. And it happens to be a black 2008 Honda Fit.
Mhm.
And right now Coast has it down there and they're doing a once over for it. We end up having a clutch problem again, Jen, so they're putting a new slave cylinder on it. Clutch slave. So yeah, I don't know if it's leaking or something, I don't know, but we couldn't get into gear again, so I sent it down to them.
It was,
Kind of, yeah.
it was Liam.
Yeah, right. So yeah. So when we get that back, it should be here very shortly. So when they get that back, we'll begin wrapping our theme. And because the wrap was so expensive for just the one-off, we're going to be doing partial wrap and
Came from
combining
a
it
whole nother country.
That's right. We had it brought in from Scotland. It literally
right.
came from Scotland. So you guys can guess what the theme is if it's coming from Scotland, because we're Scottish.
That's something to do with land.
Yep. Yes. So
you know what would be great if you guys had somebody else who was going on the rally with you guys to go play with.
Audra.
Oh, maybe take pictures with.
Maybe.
Run around with.
Maybe. It would be great. If only we knew somebody else that's going on
Drink
the rally.
whiskey with.
Take shots.
Take shots.
Audra.
Come up with storylines.
How's your plan going?
It's good. It's good. So Max has produced I have to look up the car. It's a old BMW. It's like a 1985 BMW.
Is that all he has? Does he have a fleet of them buried in the backyard and they just grow every spring?
Yeah, he has 9 registered cars. So apparently he had a choice.
I can't say anything.
we already love Max.
Right? He's hilarious. So we're taking a 1985 BMW 528e. It is black. So we decided what goes with a mid-1980s BMW, but yuppies.
Cocaine.
Yuppie.
Okay. I think I'll skip that
You should
part.
run around with some flour and just toss it at everybody.
And some mirrors.
Oh, you know what? That's a great idea.
You know what? I'm here for you, Audra. I really am.
You so are.
What was popular back then? What's that term when they call them dinks? Dual income, no kids. You could be like the yuppie couple.
Dinks, yeah.
Yeah, we could be dinks. Yeah,
need
so
some
we're gonna
razor
dress up like
blades,
yuppies.
some
I have little
mirrors.
flyers that the yuppie handbook.
Do you have lots of neon?
Lots of neon,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
And every collar has to be popped.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Gotta pop the collar.
Yeah. I also should have, invested
to wear
in
more
some.
than one.
Yep.
Oh, that's right too. And the 3 pairs of socks with your high
Yes.
tops.
Audra,
different colors.
Audra, I am willing to pay serious money if you can get Max into a Wham outfit.
Wait till you see the pants I bought him. They're fabulous.
Are they parachute pants?
Practically. They have that.
We need the short
They have the
shorts and
pattern.
the double t-shirt with the tank top in neon. We need that.
I'll do my best on that. I might be able to do the tank top and neon with him,
Okay.
but I'm not sure I can get him into the short shorts.
Something
That might
about
be in
him.
negotiation.
I think something about
What is
him.
that? OPs? Ocean Pacific short.
OPs.
You remember OPs? The corduroy shorts?
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah.
No?
I used to work in a
No.
surf shop.
Listen, they
it's a
were
thing.
so short that you really never put your foot on a chair because things will fall out.
Things were rolling out.
I didn't care. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, what I did talk him into is like the button down with the sweater around the shoulders and keeping the hair,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Extra credit.
He's got to
Back-
go all in because we're all going all in.
Extra credit for jams. Can you get some jams for him?
Jams?
Jams. I remember jams.
The three
Jams?
three-quarter length
three-quarter.
shorts with
Oh.
very fun colors.
Oh, you know what? There's still time.
There
I have
is time.
Plenty of time to make
What
that
about
happen.
jellies? Were jellies in the 80s?
They were, yeah. I never had a pair though. Just like I'll never own a pair of Crocs. Same thing.
We raced a car that's a croc.
Oh, we all did, yeah.
Yes,
That
we
was
did.
pretty good. That was a great theme.
That was.
That was a good theme. And they won, and they weren't even there to accept it.
Hmm.
It was sad.
That's too bad.
I heard
But,
they thought the race was a croc. So
So bad. So
Thank
we're
you. Thank
thinking
you very
of
much.
like taking advantage of the vinyl cutter again. And I think me and Jennifer were coming up with ideas to do. And we thought about
that's just work for
Cash
me.
App us a drink.
A shot
Cash App, yeah,
A
Cash App
shot.
us a shot.
with whiskey.
Yeah, and then have a vinyl cutter have it like a sticker on the back.
Miss Audra, are you aware of the potential?
With the vinyl cutter.
No. I'm going a different direction.
Okay.
Are you aware of the potential for the squaring of the crazy Wilson sisters that's going to be attending with this rally? It's not just them.
Oh yeah, Mom's coming too.
Mom's coming too.
Oh, Mom's so much freaking fun.
That's the problem. You two
Yep.
have boundaries. Them.
Yep.
It's okay.
You're
We'll
right,
we'll
dude.
follow them with bail money. It'll be fine, Bill. We'll
It'll
take
be
care of them.
fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's on Mom's bucket list.
What's that?
To get bailed out? How much money
To
do I
get
need to bring?
arrested.
Well, you know what? She did end up getting pulled over. And because I think she ran a stoplight or something like that. And her friends were so excited because they told the cop that this was part of their bucket list was to get pulled over. And they end up getting all big selfie with the cop that pulled them over. Why there's something wrong with
This
you?
is going to be an interesting weekend, isn't it?
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
I'm staying
Yes,
home.
it is.
I am
It
definitely
is.
staying home. All right, for those playing home game, where are you guys rallying?
Boston.
Austin?
Well, it starts in Boston. And it heads all the way north up into Maine. Not sure how far up into Maine. I've never been to Maine.
Pretty
And then
far
it
in
comes-
Spain.
Yeah. And then it comes
Bangor.
back down into Boston. Really?
Yep, Bangor.
Really. Now, the nice thing about the rally is that it doesn't just stay on the highway. It takes you back on back roads, across sketchy bridges, and, to these really weird, wacky places. So we're going to be seeing some really beautiful stuff. And Audra and I did the fall Failage last year, and it was so much fun. It was beautiful.
Spectacular.
Breathtaking. So we're actually going earlier this year. But that won't be so bad when you get up into Maine. So we should
Right.
be
I just
getting-
hope there's no ferries. That's the only one that I don't want to do again.
What do you have?
No?
What do you have against fairies? They grant wishes. They give all kinds of like cool.
I don't even remember the ferry.
Ferry, not ferries.
Oh,
Furry.
I didn't
sorry.
see any
Furries.
ferries.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, furries.
Anyway,
So So we have work to do. Is
We
there
do.
anything, Audra, that you could stand to have printed
Cut is a
for
better
your
word.
car?
but
Cut?
Well, we'll have to think through that. I don't know what yuppies would have on their BMW. Something obnoxious, I'm sure.
It doesn't matter.
You could have a bumper sticker that says "It's
we
mine."
could cash app you anything, or get them to cash app you anything.
Why don't you get a bumper sticker that says "It's mine" because you can't afford it?
That's not bad, actually. Yeah.
Mhm.
We should actually what are some of the sayings they used to say back then?
That
You
I'm
know,
willing.
I took a look at the list of things and I'm like, I don't remember any of this stuff.
How about
Where
I
were
can't
you?
drive 55?
That wasn't
that
the
the 80s?
80s. No, that was
Yes,
the
it
90s.
was.
Or
Yes,
was
Was
the
it the
90s?
80s?
yes.
I thought it was the late 80s.
I think it was like 85 or 86, but
Yeah.
who am I?
And then, I'm going with Max, who was born in 86, so he's useless in this endeavor.
Bitchin', bodacious, gnarly, grody, legit.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. 19.
Slang of the 80s.
Hey, bulldozer, settle down. I Can't Drive 55 came out in
89.
guesses
84.
87. 86.
84.
Oh,
Wow.
grody, man. That was the other one.
This is grody.
Grody.
Stoked.
Grody to the
Stoked was a
max.
word.
Just go watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High and you'll be fine. You'll know it all.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember that was voted our class movie, and I've realized I'd never seen it until after they voted it class movie. So anyway, just got to watch it with my mom. Not the best thing, not the best plan. Don't do that.
Oh, oops.
Whoopsie.
Oh, you guys can go as mall rats.
That was the 90s.
That's
It's the 80s.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Why do you test me on movies? You know
No,
better.
I didn't say movie. I
It
said
could be any John Hughes film too, right?
Yes.
Pretty in Pink. I think that's the
Oh,
only name I
yeah.
remember. Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm. Mallrats 95. We can
That
do
would
this.
be a fun theme.
That's a
Breakfast Club.
that's a lemons
Breakfast
theme.
Club. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be a really good one.
Our team doesn't have enough females. I mean, we've got too many females.
That's just like a chick flick, though.
Oh wait, there's 2 females there. You're good. I forgot. My bad.
Captain's log supplemental.
So, Bill, guess what?
What?
We did the Sentinel. We did the
did?
Sentinel.
We did.
We
How did
we
you
were
like it?
You know what? We were talking about the Sentinel.
We have.
It was great. We understood watching how the Sentinel works,
Mhm.
but we finally got it into our car, and I got to tell you, that was really awesome. I was able to see every one of my mistakes.
We have hours of them.
We have hours of my mistakes,
That's right.
but we have hours of good stuff too, which is awesome. It actually showed us the speed. Did it show us where we were on track?
We were streaming it for
We were streaming it live.
we're boring billions of people across the world.
But it was pretty incredible. Plus, on it, you're able to put your insignia, your logos on
Yep.
on your app also, and the clarity was amazing. It was really easy to put in,
Was
easier
easy.
than I thought it was.
I know you
So-
kept making a big deal out of it. I'm like, it's really not that hard.
Actually,
Until we focused on it. It wasn't too bad. And then we got some help.
No.
It was pretty easy.
yeah, it was. It was pretty good.
You know what? I like the stream because some of the tracks we go to don't have great cell phone coverage, but it's got a USB stick backup. So I
Mhm.
just uploaded the high quality video without the cellular interruption. So
Mhm.
if you watched us earlier and said, wow, they got from there to there really quickly, you can watch the real video and see that no, we didn't. It's just a cell phone went out.
Mhm.
But-
Yeah. So the learning curve for me, obviously, I'm slightly techno Amish.
Slightly.
What slightly when it comes to the wiring and stuff like that, but we get it in, and I love it. We were able to sit there right at the track and watch what we were doing in the car, and that was amazing.
Which was good because if you have a problem with your radio, you can tell, if something is going on that you need to know about. Like
Hmm
a couple times we've had cars come in and we didn't know they were broken. I know it's hard to imagine one of our cars being broken, but whatever. But you can watch the video, and even with the cell phone coverage we had at that particular event, it was like a 30-second delay, so it wasn't bad. And you can compare multiple drivers because you have each of the stints are broken up. So we got to work on not only our driving, but if we wanted to, we could work on our pit stops and see exactly what we do. And there's some things that we need to talk about as a team. And it was pretty good. Like I said, it takes me, once we got the wiring hooked up for the power, I probably could go from an empty shell to a full up setup running Sentinel. I could probably do that in like 20 minutes. So you could literally install it in a car before a race. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And we got to see the driver and the front windshield. And if we want to, we can have three. We can see backwards. Or one of the guys we were going to work with at the upcoming event, he said, could you put a camera on the driver's eyes so we could see what they're looking at? I said, why, yes, I can. Haven't done it yet, but I'll figure it out. We got time.
Well, I love it.
All right, very well. That sounds like I can buy another one then. Woo! All right, ladies. Miss Vicki, Miss Jen, I believe you guys are done with lemons, but are you doing any more racing this year?
Yes, we are going to go to NJMP, which is the last finishing us up this year.
In November?
In November, beginning of November, first weekend.
Shaping up to be a big event.
Yeah, I have no idea because Bill won't tell me.
Nope.
So
if anybody wants to know who's not named Vicki, just send an email to garageheroesandtraining@gmail.com and I'll write it back as long as you won't share it with Vicki.
No, the problem with this is keeping me in the dark since I legitimately make the plans. It's not
I've told you what you need to do, and that's all you need to do.
Well, that doesn't help me because there's food that has to be prepared. There's logistics that have to be prepared. So I just need to get 2 trailers.
3
trailers. We need 3 trailers.
And that's all you have to do.
It's all 3, 10 sleeps 10. 3 trailers to
Sounds
sleep
great.
10. Because I think Mom's coming too.
The more the merrier. It's okay. 3. I might have 1 though, so we might be good. All right, so you're doing that. We might sneak in an autocross, and that'll make Audra happy.
That would be fun.
I would think
I haven't done an
super
autocross
cool.
in a long time.
I know. Actually, it would be our first autocross because we've only done autocross instruction. We've never actually done an autocross.
Audra, would you do an autocross with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't done many this year, actually.
Well, you've been a little busy.
For those who don't know, Audra is the queen of autocross.
Yep.
I don't
I
think
wouldn't
Audra
say
agrees.
that. Just the autocrosser amongst this group, I guess.
Yeah.
Of the 4 people on this podcast,
You're
she's the queen of
amongst
autocross.
I've probably done the most.
That's right.
Well, no, there's no probably, Audra. I think I've gone to 4, and Vicki and Jen have gone to 2.
And Audra has done it for years.
Couple years.
Crawling all the way up in the ranks.
Just a few. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop counting years because that just adds to my age. It'll be a couple of years.
Well, you started when you were 4, Audra, so it's fine.
Very young.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tell them that story about you taking your dad's car and going to get milk.
What?
When you were 4. I'm only kidding.
I'm sitting there going,
wait, there's a story she knows that I don't.
Exactly. That would be fun. So, Miss Audra, you've got still some more racing to do this year.
What's your plan?
Lemons coming up at the end of October in New Hampshire, and I will be joining you in New Jersey for that last event in November. It's pushing it a little bit to do 2 weekends in a row, but I really love that NASA event.
It's a good one.
You know what, Miss Audra?
And I hear that Bill is currently tormenting Vicki, so
I am. You know what, Miss Audra? I will be at New Hampshire as well.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know about that, but
so we got to get the Civic running. Well, the Civic is running. We just got to get it all cleaned up.
Somebody wrote in, one of our listeners wrote in, and they were like, so how's the Civic going? I said, I haven't touched it since New Jersey. three and a half months ago.
Yep, this is true.
The only thing we've
we've
done
had-
is put it on a battery tender.
Right. And this is true because we've had other vehicles that we've been working on, and then we stopped for a little bit. Like we've taken a break in between them. But the BMW was a big one to get out the door, and then we were also working on the
B-spec fit.
B-spec fit. So
Which
the other one had to get rolled.
Broke both
And
of
of course, then we pulled the engine out of another
Fit.
Honda Fit, which that's its own challenge right now. It's like
It's fine.
can't move it. Yeah, it's all good.
We lost the title in the move, so Bill is going to go into the hangar this weekend with the plasma cutter and cut the car into several pieces and get rid of it piece by piece. I'm like a serial killer for Honda Fits. I kill them and then I cut their bodies up in pieces and then I dispose of them.
Well, this particular Honda Fit, like even looking at the engine, just like needs to be sandblasted or something. It's just so bad. It looks
fine.
like it's scrapyard. There's no saving this car.
Life is good.
It is.
Let's go back to Miss Audra. Miss Audra.
Miss Audra.
What's the prognosis on the BMW? Because we know it's a BMW and it's a 5 Series and it's 30 something years old if Max is coming. So is it ready for
Well,
ready for New
Max
Hampshire?
is prepping it, so I assume that it's ready.
Okay, it's good to go.
It'll be
No problem.
fine. There were a couple things that need to be done. He did wheel bearings last time. It's
Mhm.
like minor stuff. So far, we haven't broken. Wait a minute, knock on wood.
Yep.
We haven't broken anything big. I know we're due.
Oh yeah,
Nothing big has broken yet.
two
so-
races with nothing going on. You're
Yeah. So we should be prepared for something to happen in New Hampshire. We just don't know what yet.
At least you weren't dumb enough to do what we did. The first race went like one of yours, our first race. So the next race, we're like, hey, that wasn't so hard. I don't know why people are having so much trouble. All you do is prep the car, take it to the race, run around, bring it home. Life is good. So we brought 2 cars to the next race. So you're smarter than we are.
Not much. Bill is actually, our other teammate, Bill is itching to start building another Lemons car,
Ooh.
which we're trying to hold him off a little
Ooh.
bit because we're not sure that we're ready.
Well, that's an excellent segue right into where I was going. Audra, what do you think your winter plans are this year? Because now you've got a little bit of the bug and a lot of the bite marks are starting to heal from it biting on you. And do you guys have a plan yet?
So Lemons, we're going to just keep an eye on that car. Max and I both got Specky 30s.
Wow.
So then they both have needs. So I think that's my winter project, and he seems to be planning on that for his winter project. But we'll see what direction Bill pushes us in as far as getting another car, because he really does want to get another car.
Why
and
does he
start
want to
working
get
on
another
that.
car? Because he's so excited. He's all in.
Yeah, he's all in. Yeah.
You have
Maybe
3
we just
cars.
need to talk him into getting a Specky 30 so all 3 of us can go do that as well.
Well, if they do that, you guys can
Are you
share
doing
parts.
Are you doing sprint racing, or what are you doing with the Specky 30s?
The NERSTCA,
Okay.
the Specky 30, and then NASA has
Okay.
the series as well.
So sprint racing.
Is that sprint racing?
Yeah. Yep.
See, this is how much I know at this point. I bought the car. I did an oil change. I went to a CRE this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
The brakes don't work. The rain light stays on all the time. It threw a belt. But it's going really well.
It's almost ready.
It's almost ready.
Almost ready.
I need to read some rules. Actually understand what I'm doing.
That's okay.
But, I bought the car. That was the
That's-
important thing.
The
All else will follow.
buy car, read rules later.
That's kind of my plan.
That's my life in a nutshell. Yes.
Pretty much.
That's awesome, because we're going to be doing a little bit of that ourselves. Miss Vicki, do we want to talk about what our friend Dylan is trying to talk us into?
I don't know what he's trying to talk us into, but yes.
I talked to you about it. So I went to
Vaguely.
NASA. No, fully. I went to NASA national championships this weekend, and went out there to see. I knew 3 of our friends were racing. unfortunately, I only saw 2 of them. And so Dylan was racing in H2, Honda Challenge 2. Robin was racing in Spec Iron, and Marlon was racing in, I don't know what he was racing. It was a B-Spec car, so I'm assuming it was in one of those series. But anyway, so all I saw was Marlon's new, very nicely painted helmet. I never saw Marlon. I saw Robin for about a minute when I was grabbing lunch, and got to witness Dylan and Robin's racing. I didn't see Marlon race, and got to finally meet Khan from the Blind Apex podcast and Jaime from the Race FF podcast in person for the first time, and we exchanged swag. But anyway, so Dylan wants us to change our Civic, and this involves Jennifer and Vicki.
To what?
He wants us to enter Honda Challenge next year.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. I did talk to you about it. Yep, I did.
Cool.
Jen's like, I'm in.
What does that entail?
It's a
You got a kid going off to college. I don't yet.
Jen's in.
I know.
Well, what it entails is you getting off your bottom and going and getting your comp license.
Yeah.
Same with you, Miss Jen. And changing the engine.
That's right. You did leave off and say, because I do kind of remember the conversation. You were saying that he wanted us to level up the engine on the Civic, and he had one he was going to give us.
You know why you're just remembering it now?
Why?
Because you were coming out of your comatose delirium of Sister Weekend this weekend.
That is right. That is right. It was Sister Weekend with Bonus Mom.
Bonus Mom, yeah.
Yes.
So they're lobbying for us to do Honda Challenge.
Ooh, we have to get our.
Do they know us that well?
Well, I put it this way. I'm like,
do they know who we are?
Like Dylan,
are they aware of
finish? Do you need somebody to finish last? Is there a reason that you want us involved? So Miss Audra, if you're doing Spec E30 and we're doing Honda Challenge,
Our paths may cross. Is that what you're saying?
They would. We'd be at the same events.
Well, that would be fun.
I don't know. I got to get the buy-in of the Wilson sisters here.
It would be fun. I got to get a comp license though.
You're going to leave me alone. And I have to get a comp license too. And I'm going to do CREs at the beginning of the season to do that. And wouldn't it be great if we all did it together?
Yeah, you should. It's yeah, absolutely. Because I'm up at level 3.
I was at this. Yeah, I was at this last CRE, and there was me and Elizabeth Jolly for women. It was very sad.
We need
Not
to
sad
get
that she was like, I was so happy because she was there, and I was very happy to be with her. But
we need more lady racers. You know how many? I believe I do not know this to be factually correct, but I believe at the national championships for NASA last weekend. Do you know how many lady racers that I am aware of were there?
How many? 2. 1.
Ouch.
We need to fix that, even if it's our team.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree. Well, we got Audra. We sucked her in.
Sounds like Elizabeth
slippery
is in.
slope.
Well, it's not that slippery. It's vertical. It's just a hole.
It's like a gaping cavern, and you just trip and fall in it.
So
I like that.
So that's the thought. We do that. I could do Spec E46, maybe, if they don't get cranky with me. Or B-Spec. We have a B-Spec car too.
Yeah. Well, we're still talking about trying to get to VIR. Still trying to get to VIR to go catch up with Dawson.
There's more sprint races at VIR than there are endurance races.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ben will go. That's not the problem.
Show up with car, Ben will be there.
All right, so how about this? How about we set this up? The 3 ladies who are on with me right now. We have 2 goals for next year. We haven't done our goal episode yet. That's coming up in December.
Okay.
Okay. How about this? I propose that you guys have 2 goals. Get your
Okay.
comp license
Okay.
and race at VIR next year.
Getting comp license is still going to be tricky for me with Mia.
No.
But I can work towards it slowly. But after that, I can just barrel it.
No.
After she.
Listen.
No. Okay. I'm
you
listening.
You can go to the events and I can stay home if we have to.
Ooh.
That's how I got mine.
And Audra, you can make it an extended trip and just stay at my house halfway.
Cool. But I have 3 goals. Read the rules, then the other 2.
Well, that's part of getting a comp license. It's known as CCR. So, and our witness protection program.
Jennifer, the only thing you see is an outline of Jennifer. What are you doing?
I don't think the light's on, but that's fine.
I'm outside. I'm outside.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks like you're like testifying against the mafia, but that's fine.
Hush.
You're all one
If
dark
I tell
pixel.
you, I'll have to kill you.
That's right.
That's right.
He didn't actually tell me to pull the trigger, but he made it more clear that it had to be done. Anyway.
I wonder if I can like disguise my voice. Oh,
Hey, that sounds like fake Jeremy.
fake Jeremy, fake Jeremy.
That's right.
Don't make me bust out my voices. I will. I'm easily entertained. So, comp license? One race?
I can work towards, yeah.
Stop with it's either a goal or it's not a goal. It's not I'll try. Yes or no. You're 2 steps away. You're literally, you have to get out of HBD 3 and you're able to get a comp license.
Okay.
How hard can it be? I got one. Can't be that hard.
It's really not that hard.
Apparently not.
Well, you got instructing and comp, right?
Yeah, I did both.
Okay. That's good.
You can do instructor later.
Okay.
I think the biggest thing for you to figure out, the 3 of you, is are you doing it through Northeast or are you doing it through Great Lakes?
It's more beneficial, Great Lakes, because I think you'll get more out of it.
It's also harder to travel.
It is harder to travel.
And who knows? We may be lucky. Miss Mia may become a participant, and then your travel dilemma goes away
Yeah.
because she may be driving at November. Which car are you bringing in November, Audra? The M2?
If I can, if I can sort out the issue with the brakes, I'd like to bring the Spec E30.
That would be a
If
good
not,
place.
it'll be the M2.
That'd be a good place to shake it down. If that doesn't work out, let us know because we have another place we can go shake it down.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good plan. So, Miss Vicki, what car are you driving at the November event?
I like to drive the BMW.
Yeah, I think everybody would like to drive the BMW. It's just
Well,
a matter of BMW liking to be driven.
I know it's really creating a problem. So, yeah, but I need to get used to BMW if I'm going to do VIR.
You don't have to race VIR in the BMW, but that's fine. Miss Jen,
Yes.
do you have any requests for NJMP?
I guess either the Honda or the Miata.
Honda or the red Miata?
Sure.
Okay.
Either or.
Well, we're taking the B spec, right?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. We've got a lot of cars that we need to get there, and we only have 2 drivers,
2 trailers,
and 2 drivers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be tricky. We might need to come up with a way.
We might need to. Well, we need to take one down to Jen, so Jen can drive it over. Because
she's coming. She's coming up this weekend, so she'll have the fit. I hope. Oh, we've got till November. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. Yeah.
We got to figure out how to get more cars down there though, because we got demand and we don't have supply. So we'll figure it out. Don't you worry about it. Just stop thinking. Just get the RVs and sit on the sidelines. I got this.
Okay.
Okay. Very well.
Okay.
All right. So, Miss Audra, you've got one more race. So do I. And then we've got at least one more HPDE. And
Well,
then
autocrosses.
you got some autocrosses?
Yeah, you do too.
Well, yeah,
just
I
heard
do.
that.
I do. Yes. I'm not sure about the ladies. The ladies will find a way not to do it, but that I will go.
That's not. It's not what for not of wanting.
Well, one time you're away at the Boston Rally, and then the next
Mhm.
two, and this weekend you said you can't go because you're busy, and then
You're working on cars.
the weekend after you're going to say I'm busy. That's
No,
fine.
well, this weekend is cars. Next weekend is the rally, and the weekend after that is James's wedding.
Yeah, and
And then October looks kind of open, but I keep thinking something's popping up in October.
I think we have another wedding.
I think we might have another wedding.
I know we have another wedding.
Hmm.
So there's that.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds like we got a busy end of the year. Miss Audra,
Ah.
you know what's coming, but you don't really know what's coming. Towards the end of the year, once we're done with the November, we have our wrap up of the year where we go over how our goals were and how we did versus our goals, which we didn't do that with you last year, but we will be going forward with what is Miss Audra's goals for next year. Dun, dun, dun,
Wow, I'll have to
dun.
put some thought into it.
There we go. Now
I
we're
have
talking.
been using the nifty little journal that you gave me to document my goals from this
Nice.
year, though.
Oh, so we could draft you into the review of how things went with the one Wilson sister and the other one who's on the witness protection program.
That's right. Well, we got it all. I think we got some good stuff sorted out.
I
is great.
think the biggest thing that we could do is to get the three of you to qualify for nationals next year.
That's lofty.
Well, it doesn't mean you're going to win nationals. It just means qualify.
Ah.
How about at least go?
Yes.
Deal?
Let's just one thing at a time. But yeah, I think if we can get there, that would be good.
All right, very well. Because Miss Audra and I were talking about going to the solo nationals, but we didn't pull that off this year. We were going to go next year, Miss Audra. We'll get it done.
We'll get it
Nebraska
done
is so
eventually.
far. Nebraska is so far.
That's the thing. It's that drive.
It is. I know. I mean, it's one thing when you're driving with this Vicki around the Northeast. It's another thing when you're stuck with me. Oof.
We're just trying to, free up the time to do it.
This is true. Well, we'll figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Jennifer, you got anything car related plans going on? Are we still working things out?
Yes, and I'm coming this weekend to help your beautiful bride. Yes. And
Excellent.
yeah, and then the following weekend is a rally. So yeah, that's my car stuff I got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm driving the Mini Cooper so we can get the fit done for the rally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you'll be stuck driving the pumpkin Mini Cooper again.
Gonna turn it into a pumpkin.
Can't wait for that.
I cannot wait. It's closer it gets to Halloween, it's gonna become a pumpkin.
Well, all I know is I'll be driving the Integra then. You can drive the pumpkin.
Because it was cool as a pumpkin.
I think there's a different definition of cool when you're male versus female. I'm just saying.
Oh no, she's just gotta just own it.
You should have seen the looks I got it to drive through when I was driving that thing when you had the pumpkin thing. And
they love it. They freaking love it.
That wasn't the face they were making when I was driving.
It was full on respect for any guy who could pull that off.
And then you guys had the witch one, the witch bumper sticker.
Oh yeah, I still have that. Oh, where my witch is at.
Yeah,
and of course, my all-time favorite, Audra. Get in, loser. Get in, loser. Which I'm gonna put that on the car again this year. I still have it. It's on my dryer.
Notice the surprise face.
So funny.
For those playing the home game, there was no surprise on this face. Just FYI. Just
Nope.
wanted to point that out.
Get in, loser.
All right. It sounds like you guys are busy. You got
Yep.
departure.
We're getting our costume done. We're getting our supply done on what we need to travel with.
I saw Audra making a deal with her Coke distributor, so she'll be buying a kilo or so, getting ready for the rally.
Yeah, luckily I have resources.
Yeah, there you go.
I knows peoples.
I know a guy.
That was good.
Very well. All right. Sounds like you ladies have everything under control.
hmm
Now, if we could just
Always.
stop breaking cars,
Oh my
You'd be-
gosh,
you'd
yeah.
be fine. You'd be fine. Listen, if any more cars break, they're like the brand new car, knocking on wood, doesn't follow through and break. I mean, it's like a month old. So
It's awful, I'm telling you.
it is.
All happened at the same time.
It was so bad it broke the lift. But anyway, all right. Sounds like we got some fun coming up. Ladies, I wish you well on your rally adventures. Are we going to be having some phone-ins, some check-ins, some
Probably.
updates?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
send pictures, lots of pictures.
All right, very well. Instagram has been warned.
There will be photo
Mhm.
evidence.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
There will be shenanigans. There may not be photo evidence of the shenanigans, though.
Oh, I forgot.
Because there never was in the 80s.
Right? Yeah. Because you sent off the roll of film to CBS and got it back, and it was just, somebody's nose hair.
Yeah.
Right.
All the good pictures were
Ah.
stolen right out of it. Oh, sorry. That negative must not have come out. My bad. So do we know of anybody who's attending the rally again from last year that you guys will be probably tagging up with, or at least intercepting? Is anybody?
Yes, we're going to be running with Ryan Seska and Matt Dietrich again
Oh boy.
in their 1980s Sunrunner.
Are they aware that your mom's coming
Yeah,
and Jennifer?
yeah, they're all aware.
And they're still doing it?
Yep,
Okay.
yep, they're
Thanks,
going all
Bill.
in.
I've seen the three of you in one room. It's scary. You and Jen, not so bad. You, Jen, and your mom, it gets unreal.
It'll be good.
Okay.
It'll be good.
It'll
Miss
be
Audra,
fun.
I hope you survive. This could be
Well,
serious.
my job is to take pictures and bring bail money. So I've heard on this call.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Well, until next episode when we're bailing out the Wilson sisters and their mother.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. Goodbye. Good day.
Bye.
Good evening.
So where were you the night of the
Sayonara.
13th?
See you later.
Right.
Do you remember who you were with the night of the 13th? You. Yes, you.
Me.
Right.